Hello everyone. Welcome to show 360-degree presents and inspirational talks with Vikas Mishra. So as we know, today we have a speaker, Kritika Chaturvedi. I think so. Let me introduce about Kritika. Kritika has almost 11 years experience in marketing strategy, ATL and BTL approach, digital marketing, transition specialist, CLCP, industry exposure, finance, fintech, travel, tourism, and retail. Best Speak and Multi Marketing Summits in 2015, and now recently she has completed her PG from IIM Nagpur. So I must say a word for Kritika that you are a perfect combination of beauty and brain. So Kritika, let's talk about your digital journey, I must say.
Okay, hi Vikas. Hi everybody who's listening to this. I'm pretty overwhelmed with whatever things Vikas told about me, and thank you for the compliment. I do take it as something which holds a powerful woman more
Yes.
affirmative on the ground. My digital journey. So basically, I was a marketer when I was born, and why marketing? Because in initial part of my career, I was just exploring what am I good at. So I took
Okay.
this first job with American Express, and I was an analyst there. Wherein one day, when I was doing some conversations and I was making some creatives, one of my bosses recognized that I have a power of creativity and I have a power to translate words into stories and storyboards, and I can give a crafty look and engage people in my conversations. So he said that why don't you try and go ahead and become a marketeer, because that's how you look like. And there is where I kind of started thinking as a marketeer, and very soon I got moved into the marketing department, wherein I was an executive. I was just doing creations, I was just writing content, I was building storyboards, and I was trying to engage my customer out of offices, because that was that time where digital has not picked up, or digital was not in India.
Mm.
And this is, I'm talking about way back in 2009. And that time the only social media platform that was active was Orkut, and Facebook had recently started bringing its clause in India. But then they were only limited to the extent of being social connecting platforms, not much more than that. So people were not even thinking them as platforms where they would somewhere down the line, a couple of years later, would advertise or something. But they were social meeting platforms wherein we were looking for lost friends and people who've been our associates and everything. So that was the arena like. But eventually now, when I look at that journey of mine, I think that I have grown over that period, and I moved to my different job wherein I picked up digital, and I started struggling with what exactly is happening in this landscape
Yeah.
and how the digital arena looks like. And then eventually I started building interest in digital marketing, understanding that this space could be something very big in the near future. So I kind of started doing digital marketing. So I kind of started doing digital marketing, and I kind of started understanding. And my first job was with Dr. Pro, which is one of the most very important mediums there. I started working on I started working with TalkTalk Pro, and I kind of started deriving my digital information. And that time it was very basic, so
Yeah.
we could only reply to people on messages when they were asking questions, or probably just doing simple things like bringing leads. People are filling Google
Mm.
forms, and there was no
Okay.
LMS, or there was no learning management system that probably is pushing the leads. There were no CRM. It was very simple processes where people were filling Google forms and kind of coming to our website and checking. And moreover, it was all about website visits, and more about people visiting and getting to know offers. And if they're not finding somebody, they're chatting with the associate or the agent who's there. So that was all about digital marketing at that point in time. But somewhere down the line, I understood that this is going to pick up and become big. Because at the moment, if I'm getting a flow of 2,000, 3,000 people in my loop, I think possibilities of people getting attached to social is going to get big higher, and then people would be more into this arena where people are going ahead and walking and asking questions. So that developed an interest, and I started experiencing and doing hit and trials, and started making content and other things that
Yeah.
could probably fascinate the customers. I remember way back then, I first saw one advertisement by one of the top giants, Nike, on social media, and that intrigued my senses that yes, this is one medium wherein people could go ahead and get sales also.
Okay.
And that is one event wherein I remember 2014 was the first graphic ad that was published by Nike ever. And
Yeah.
there is where this whole engagement over photographs started, wherein we have all these fancy words now attached to digital. And then I did my digital marketing masters from DMI Ireland. I became very smart, I think, whatever I've learned. And from those years, I am core competently making marketing strategies, not just marketing strategy in ATL, BTL, but also marketing strategies into the digital arena, which is like now the space of the era.
Definitely, Kritika. So I can see your experience. So basically, you are seeing the phase where digital is just coming up, right? In 2009, 10, you are planning to go digitally because you have seen some of the sources or some of the like you thought it's maybe the future of coming marketing. So I must say that after COVID, we have seen the performance marketing growth in digital era. And can we tell us more about the performance marketing or how performance marketing can help in any of the business they can grow their business through performance marketing growth marketing, I think so.
Definitely. So, see, there is a difference between growth marketing and performance marketing. When
Yeah.
I say growth marketing, this was the pre COVID era wherein people were generating a lot of leads.
Yes.
And people were going ahead and ensuring that they have a lot of leads to call, to make emails, to intimidate people and just put them through the buyer's funnel. Okay. Now, when we see at the buyer's funnel or the funnel that is marketing funnel, we always have the awareness, then the consideration, then intent to buy, then the closures, conversions, and then the advocacy. So basically, there are a lot on the top, and as we go down, the funnel squeezes down. So when we talk about growth marketing, the funnel is pretty broad till the consideration stage, and it goes extremely narrow when you go down to the conversion line of it. Uh, and since you are a digital marketing, I think you'll understand my language much better. Out of the 2,000
Yeah.
leads that we get, we only have a 200 conversion, which is just the 10% of the total
Yeah.
leads. But the
Yeah.
ROI spent is much, much higher than what we are expecting, and the ROI numbers do not resonate with the spend that we do. And eventually, there is where a marketer says that, dude, I have spent this much, and that's how. But then earlier, this concept of ROI was not much in the game. But with COVID, the marketing arena for digital space has flipped upside down. And when I say upside down, it is crazy as hell because everybody is marketing there.
Definitely. Yes.
Everybody wants his brand or his program or his product to be there on the digital space. No, but then the concept of ROI still remains the same. It is directly proportional to what you are spending, directly proportional to what you're spending to what you are converting.
Definitely.
So if you're
Yeah.
spending X amount of money, are you getting that X amount of revenue there? Are you ensuring that this revenue is going to help you? Are
Definitely.
you sure that whatever you spent is going to be viable for what you spent in the marketing? And marketing is not just digital, it is also ATL, BTL, and other things. So you
Yeah.
cannot only blame the one spot of it, but then ROI, since digital is a lot number based and all the metrics are numbers, it is very easy for us to calculate than the out of home or the billboards or the sensor boards or the sensory that we use around. So this becomes a major metrics here. Here is where in last couple of years performance marketing has picked up a lot to ensure that the ROI is within the curtails. So when I say performance marketing, it is the form of marketing where a marketer will only pay for something which he has got an action on.
Okay.
So for example, I spent 10 rupees. I will only pay that 10 rupees when there was a click or a purchase or anything that happened on any action was taken on my thing. When I say performance marketing, it is also different from growth marketing because during growth marketing we were only using Google Analytics as the tool. Or a couple of marketers had also upgraded themselves and had become SEMrush, that automatic email marketing is going to go, or the automated message is going to go. But that is automation, a part of CRM when your customer is not responding to you.
Yeah.
Now, when I say performance marketing also includes growth marketing plus a media marketing kind of a thing. When I say media and when I say performance together, it's basically touch basing your customer at every possible channel where or he or she could be. When I
Definitely.
say every possible channel, so understanding that we all understand the concept of cross targeting and remarketing and cross device functionality.
Yeah.
Here it is much more than it is omni channel, totally like surrounding a circle around your customer wherein he would be intimidated about your product or your services at every given point in time. So when I say he goes to the website, he checks your product, leaves the product, he goes to Facebook. We should follow him on Facebook. From Facebook, he flips back to his OTT platform. I'm giving him there. He goes to Spotify. He's listening music. We have a podcast there.
Definitely.
When he's going ahead and reading some content on internet, my ads are appearing. So basically, you follow and do a 360-degree approach around your customer in such a way that he is intimidated about your product or services in every possible way. More importantly, here we have to be very sure of doing a deep dive analysis, and that's a lot of analytics that is involved, that we have to understand that where our customers are present.
Okay.
Are we on the right channel or not? Are we ensuring that the money that is spent is going to make some difference to what my action is? And there is where this whole performance marketing comes in picture, and ensuring that the brand that you're working with is getting visibility. People are aware. Your thoughts and your mission statement is being translated. Your offerings are very clear to the customer. And the customer knows your product and your audience knows you so well that they would go ahead and transact on your business.
Definitely.
So this is all about performance marketing.
So I understand point that how important is the performance marketing. I must say there are some important parameters that we have to consider in terms of performance marketing, is like how much leads we generate and what is the cost per leads and cost per acquisition. CAC is very important, and the end of the day is your ROI, how much ROI that you bring. So this is a very important matrix that everyone has to see in order to move ahead for the performance marketing, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So basically, if you look at the whole journey of performance marketing and performance thing, it's basically a clubbing of growth marketing and advertising. And when I say advertising, not the out of home advertising or the radio or the TV, they are other sources of advertising. But more importantly, the world has changed down. It's more of media marketing. When I say media marketing, it's not just your socials. It's not just your website. It is also programmatic advertising, wherein you bid for your keywords and you bid for your content to be there on the internet. It's also media buying, wherein you have your ads on OTT channels. It's not just reserved to pay per click or the PPC marketing, which we call, wherein you will get a cut through rate or a pay through rate or a CPL or a CPM. It's more derivatively choosing the right media and ensuring how particularly that thing is working for you. And media buying in this particular thing has become very important because of a lot of approaches that people follow. So there is a continuity approach, there is a flight approach, there is a pulsing approach. But then main part is how much analytical have you been while understanding your TG, first of all. And then second, more importantly, how well do you know your audiences? And then what should they see to come back to you?
Definitely. That's a
It's
retargeting,
a combination of, it's like how, where, what, and when coming together, and ensuring that you are showing the right information. You are intimidating them in the right way. You're ensuring that they know about the product translations. And more importantly, above all this, the cloud is correct. The TG that you're picking up, the target audience is correct. The pulse of the people. People these days do not like see influencer marketing, podcasting. People know now. People are very agile. They know that people are not doing it out of good faith. People are doing it because they're getting paid. So how real can you keep it? How much people can relate or resonate to that particular thing is going to be something that would be the derivative of this whole performance marketing. I can just quote you a very recent example wherein we paid for an influencer promoting our product, and we had put all these green screens and these beautiful big hoardings, and she came very prettily dressed, and we were all kinky about the fact that this is going to be the promotion of the year, and it failed.
Okay. Why?
because people did not resonate with it.
Okay, with the influencer, right?
Not with the influencer, but the whole setup. They did not resonate.
Okay.
But wherein I had another influencer walking in, just random influencer who walked in, bought a couple of stuff from my store, and we asked him that can you just give us a bite or a review, or we can tag you. He was generous enough to say, yeah, I can, and he made a very quick video right there in the store, and we spoke about it like for 10 seconds or what. He even mentioned names of the people who helped him, and he took the product and he showed, and he was like, see, I'm here at this store and all. And that got me like a 15 lakh views.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
So basically, people and the audiences, more than engagement, it is about real engagement. Would they relate with you or not? Would they understand you or not? When we float these messages, sponsored ads to get leads and all, it's not always a fact that these people are actually coming and making a purchase, or they're just filling leads. They're just on the top of the funnel. Performance marketing is that one tool that's going to bring them right down the funnel till the consideration level. And then also the customer is pretty agile. So if you forget your customer there, he's going to go to some other brand because there's a lot of competition there in the market.
Definitely. Yes. That can be seen. Yeah.
It's a merge of everything that we do in terms of digital, actually.
Definitely. I understand that creating funnel and working on it's a great task, and definitely it can help us for the brand building activity. And I must say, see, I know you personally, okay, and you are more passionate about your career. And we almost given 1 year, we studied, like we learn a lot of things together. And I understand that you have a lot of knowledge in terms of digital marketing. So what passionate you about your career? Like you are passionate about your professional career. What motivates you every day to work more on your passion?
See, I have been a digital marketing enthusiast ever since I've explored the whole arena. I love learning new things. I like my challenges, and the more the challenges are, I am more intrigued to fight more on that. Content marketing is picking up like anything. Performance marketing is picking like anything, and I have been getting licenses. Since you just mentioned that we know each other very closely. You should see my LinkedIn. I am always going and hunting badges and licenses to get into the automation or probably into the whole digital feed. So I always believe that you have to be on the top of your game in case if you want to succeed in your career. No competition with others, but I have the competition with my own self, and I kind of fight with my own self when it comes to my career. Anything which interests me or anything which is super successful in the market, I read about it, I try implementing it in my strategy, and I see what is the pros and cons, because again, marketing is a hit and trial kind of a space. You have to know your game, and you're not very sure of the results. So I try doing that. I try building the approach right there, and I try getting performance marketing and digital marketing as a subject, and that interests me a lot. So probably that is one thing that keeps me going. Second thing is my child, who is a curious kid. He does a lot of things on my tablet and on my phone, and I really have to baffle around and learn what the tips and tricks that he has got at such small age, and then I have to find ways how to bring the system back. So that's one more motivation factor that actually is pushing me. And then I read all these beautiful stories of people, success stories of people who are writing everything, promoted, grown to this, got this much. It makes me really do things and pushes me an edge that I should also get this one.
That's great.
That's what has been motivating me all this while.
And I must say you are a very positive person. So whenever I interact with you, whenever in terms of sharing the knowledge, in terms of sharing the thoughts, I haven't worked with you. So I can see you are very positive thoughts, analysis, and you are such a positive person that we feel like having interaction with you. What's keep you motivated? See, a lot of ladies, humans, maybe might be they listen to us, they should get some positive vibes. I must say that listening to your thoughts is really very important.
I would say that before being a person, before being a mother, before being a wife, before being a daughter, or being in any genre or any relationship that you are an individual.
Okay.
And your family and your relations should not be a roadblock for you. They
Okay.
should be encouraging you. And if they don't, then you have to stand up for your own self and pursue your dreams. At one time, women are blessed with the power of multitasking, and I believe that they can be a mother, they can be a friend, they can be a wife, they can be an entrepreneur, or they can be a business person, or they can be a CEO or a CFO at the same time, because they have the cognitive ability to multitask. So there have been times where I'm sitting at the home, my child is at home, I'm thinking about him. I will also think, then my maid is going to call me. I'm doing some strategy marketing, and she'll call me and she'll say, Didi, kya banao? I have a plan there in mind. Okay, आप ऐसा करो, ये बना लो. युवान को ये दे देना. And then in the between, I'm doing something, and then my husband calls. This has not happened. Okay, you go to the bank, go do this, and then you might also call me sometimes for the day, and you will say, Kritika, this is stuck. So more than just being a woman, be an individual, pursue your dreams, and more than be cribbing about problems, it's better to try finding solutions, which I would positively say I've learned from you. I'm always the cribbing one, and you kind of always have the solution mode. So yeah, so we've been back and forth on solution mode. So we've done that. So I believe that just be yourself, and not just being and it is no crime. So if there's a lot of point wherein the mother-in-laws say that you've not been able to be attentive to your child because you've not been with him, or your mother is going to say the same thing, or your other friends will say, oh, your baby is so small, why are you even working? You don't need to. I would always say you are the best judge of yourself.
Definitely.
You will ensure that everything is in place, and you take your own decisions, because unless you help yourself, nobody else is going to do that.
That's true. Yes. So that's great, and I think so. It's a very motivation session, and whatever you speak about, it's really true. And I consider it should be very helpful for me, and maybe the people who watch this video. That's a very helpful for them. So thank you, Kritika, for your valuable time. And I must say that keep growing, keep motivated, and you are true inspiration for many of us.
So thank you, Vikas, and I wish you the same. And there are many things that I could put as an adjective for you: author, a digital marketer, a TED talk speaker. Adjectives are less, but then you've been there, and you are just making this a very thoughtful journey, and you're promoting these videos for people to know and understand each person as an individual, more than the jobs that we do, which is very fascinating. And I really hope that we work together in the future. And
Definitely.
I wish everybody who's listening a very happy, healthy, peaceful life. Please follow your dreams, be passionate about what you do, and I'm sure success is going to follow you.
That's great. I think so. It's very valuable for us. And thank you, Kritika, once again for this time. And thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye. Take care.